YouTube, welcome back to another video. My name is Ryan. I own a clothing brand called NewBara. NewBara stands for breaking new barricades, getting over challenges, difficulties, obstacles, or goals. Whatever the case may be, it can be all three or whatever it relates for you. But you can go to newbara.online, shop any of our new and latest drops or older drops, whatever you're looking for, or you can follow our Instagram at NewBara Clothing just to stay up to date. So look, the reason you click this video is because you're trying to figure out how to store your inventory, and I'm about to tell you exactly how to do it and the best methods to do it for absolutely free. I did just drop my website. You can go find the link in the description. There's so much game on there, it's insane. So I'm about to share with you 5 different steps on how you can store your inventory the right way. So there's a couple rules that applies to all of these methods, okay? First one is going to be that you need to keep your products in a cool and dry space. There should be no moisture within the air, and it should always stay below, like 100 degrees. Like that's like max. They need to be like in probably like 80 degrees to like down to maybe 30 or so. Like, I don't know, just in a cool, dry, safe place where they can't get wet and they can't get like moldy and hot and all that stuff. Okay, so you need that. Next, you should seal the products. You should have them already sealed. Honestly, you should be just having your manufacturers do this step for you. Not only does it save you time, been there, done that, it saves you the cost of like having to repackage it and all that, because if you just let them do it, you're already paying them enough money. Just pay them a few, extra dollars, $20, whatever the case may be, to just go ahead and have it pre-sealed for you and have it where you have nothing to worry about, but maybe slapping a label on it and storing it whenever it comes in. The first way of storing your products is going to be with a 3PL. I personally have never worked with a 3PL. I've just always thought that was going to be like a big hassle, take a lot of time to get set up with, a 3PL, because there is, steps of integration and all that stuff that comes with getting a 3PL. But if you don't have time to pack orders yourself, you don't have a place to store your products, you don't have workers that could work for you to pack your orders and store your products and maintenance and all that, then a 3PL is great for you. There are so many out there. I highly recommend you use one that integrates with Shopify. That way you're not just like sending your orders over, a CSV file or whatever you use, because that's just not the right way to do it. I promise you it's not. You should be using a integration with Shopify. That way your orders just boom, 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 send over, and they fulfill them, and then the tracking automatically just adds and you have nothing to do. Because once you get your business automated as much as possible, then all the stress goes away for those tasks. Okay, let me be clear, all the stress for those tasks go away. So first one is going to be a 3PL. They can be costly if you're not moving much product. Okay, if you're new, do not use a 3PL unless you're guaranteed to sell a lot of product or have a lot of product. I do not recommend using it until you're established. Next up, one that I've seen everywhere, all over TikTok, all over Instagram for new clothing brand owners. Like, I don't know if I just never thought of this or if I missed, the mark, or, I don't know. I had a pretty good method that I'm going to share with you later on in this video, but the one that I see all over these social media platforms is using like a metal rack from Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, whatever the case may be. I actually used to use one for whenever I sold shoes. I would store shoes on there. That was like the perfect way to do it. But for some reason, for me, clothes just didn't work. Like, they would always be slipping and falling on top of each other. So I personally never use this method, but I see a lot of people do it and it's successful for them. So I'm sure it would be successful for you. It's worth giving this a shot. You can buy one rack to start, see how it goes, and expand from there. And the great things with these racks is that you can move the shelvings to your height that you want. If you want X amount of space between each, you make that space. So it's like your smalls are here, your mediums are here, your larges are at the bottom, all that good stuff. And you can even clip on little labels to each of these things to see what product is where. Like, it doesn't just have to be like a guessing game. You can actually label your shelves with like plastic things and just insert the label and interchange them. The next easiest way to store your products on the low is going to be use the product that your bulk came, or use the box that your bulk came in. So just take it all out. We're going to organize it from largest at the bottom to smallest at the top. That's what I personally do whenever I'm traveling to an event, or, you know, if I'm just traveling like wherever, or if it's like, if I only have 10 pieces of one product. So this is what I do at my store. If I have 10 pieces of one product, I just put it all in the same box and just like organize it from smallest to largest. But if it's like a lot of product, if I have, you know, 20 of one size, and, you know, then that's when I organize it a little bit more and like put each size on each like spacing. Next up, a really professional way to do it is going to be getting these U-line boxes. They're like plastic boxes, and they just perfectly fit for, you know, your t-shirt, your hoodies, whatever the case may be. They have so many different sizes. Like, you can do this all the way from like sticker like box sizes, like for tiny little things, all the way up to like huge things like your hoodies, sweatpants, bags. Even if you're selling designer bags or whatever kind of bags you're selling, there's so many different options for the crates that they have. It's a really good way and professional way to do it, and a lot of 3PLs use this method, but it is very expensive. So to me, I like to find a cheaper way. I like to save money and keep it within the business instead of just like going and spending it on expensive product whenever there's like cheaper, efficient ways. Next up, and last but not least, my personal method that I used to use when I very first started my brand, and used it all the way until I got my first store. If you don't know, I have a clothing store in Arizona. If you want to see a video, comment it down below and I'll show you the store, show you the whole process behind the scenes and all the good stuff. So let me know below if you want to see that. But I've used this method all the way up until I got there, just because it would have took too much time and money to like bring this whole setup there. So I found a different way, and I can't share it just yet. I'll share it with you whenever we do a store tour. But this method is literally the best and easiest method that you can do. So you're gonna go to Home Depot, right? I believe that's the cheapest place to buy boxes. If you find a place cheaper, then amazing. But you go to Home Depot, right? You get the, I think they're small, I think that's just regular, the small boxes, okay? And they do shrink them over time. So if this video is 5 years old, the small might be like the old extra small. So do your research, see what sizes you need, see what size fits your product. But you go to Home Depot, right? Get these boxes, build them up, cut out the like square, like a little rectangle within the box, the front of the box. And then that way you can put your product, pull in there, grab it out, just like you would the U-line, you know, metal or like plastic crates. So it's literally the same thing, except on a way cheaper budget. I used to get these boxes for like 74 cents. I believe they're $1 and some change now, depending on what state and where you're at. But they used to be really cheap. Now they've kind of gone up a little bit, but for 75 cents or like $2 for a container to hold your product is honestly a really good investment to me. $2 times 6, you got $12 for storing, you know, a whole size run. So that's honestly the best method that I have ever thought of personally. So if you have a better method, comment it down below in the comments. I love to see it. I love to try it. But that's all I got for this video. If you have any questions or want to see anything else, let me know down below. I'm here to help you. And like I said, go click the link down below. Check out my new website to be able to see all the new stuff that I'm offering and providing for you guys. I've done so much research and a lot of time went into building that website for you guys. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.